For what purpose does the gentleman from Texas seek recognition?
To address the concerns raised by the chair, to strike the last word.
The gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You did mention 4 of 5 examples of persons who have some degree of consternation with the CFPB. I'd like to mention a few people who don't have a problem with the CFPB. 29 million consumers. You have 5, I have 29 million. 29 million consumers who are in all 50 states, that would include my state and your state, 29 million consumers who have received $12 billion. They don't have a problem with the CFPB. And I would also like to address, I was within the rules by addressing you, Mr. Chairman. I want to stay within the rules. So I will not address my friend from Kentucky. I'd like to address his words. He indicated that the same regulators were now regulating under Dodd-Frank. Richard Cordray is not of the old school of regulators. And the CFPB is a new institution. It is the very first and only institution that we have to protect consumers. The first and only, and we are about to eviscerate it, not we, the Choice Act will eviscerate the CFPB, the Consumer Protection Bureau. I dropped the word finance. We are about to eviscerate it. The agency that has helped 29 million Americans, hardworking people, and yes, there are some who are not happy. But I take the 29 million and I put that up against a few anecdotal stories, anecdotal evidence that's always being called to our attention. This is empirical analysis. Dodd-Frank gave us FSOC, the Financial Stability Oversight Council. We didn't have it prior to Dodd-Frank. It is designed to look for the next AIG, the next mega institution that's holding the world together. Who knew AIG was the glue holding the world together? Dodd-Frank, in creating FSOC, gives the authority to look to see if there is something similar on the horizon, and if so, to designate it as systemically important, and then to require that that new institution, whatever it may be, that it conform to certain standards so as not to take the economy down with it if it goes down. Now, that's really not unreasonable to have a council that's looking out at the economy to ascertain whether or not there are institutions that are going to hurt the economy if they fail. This makes sense. But we are going to eviscerate FSOC, eviscerate the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Before Dodd-Frank, we really didn't have a means by which we could combat invidious discrimination in lending to the extent that we can with the CFPB. Women, Latinos, African Americans are discriminated against when they go in to buy automobiles, as evidenced by the fact that millions of dollars have been paid out by these automotive companies. They're discriminated against. Now, if the system has to work efficaciously by discriminating against people, we got a problem. If we've got to revert back to a system that can only function in a way such as to be beneficial to those at the top at the expense of those who are working hard every day, we have a problem. I refuse to support legislation that will return us to the bad old days when persons who wanted a loan for a home would be discriminated against because someone saw a profit and placed the profit above the person.